I went on a journey to kick my caffeine habit to the curb and rediscover what it means to live without it. To some, it really may not seem like a huge accomplishment, but caffeine is one of the largest and widely used drugs around the world. For someone like me, who was used to having an energy drink every day at work for over 5 years, that was a really difficult habit to break. I wanted to prove to myself that caffeine has no hold over me and that I can control my energy levels naturally. Some days were tough, but with the support of friends, family, and the small community I have around here, I was able to power through it.
How did day 3 of going without any caffeine compare to the first day?
I feel like day 3 overall was still pretty much just as much of a challenge as day 1, because I was still kind of having that itch for my normal routine. I definitely felt it later on in my work day. I could tell that I didn't have my normal supplements, my daily vitamins. I did not have them.
All right, man, on a very spiritual level, how rough has it been without the caffeine?
I did have my moments where I was feeling really weak, where it was like a can of Coke or something like that would just be eyeballing the fuck out of me out of the corner of my eye, oh my God, get away from me. But y'all might have seen in one of the last shorts, every time I go to the gas station, there's nothing but ads for energy drinks at the gas station. I know y'all been to the gas station. Y'all see all the ads.
Are energy levels the same?
That's one thing I can say for sure is that after going through the whole experience, my energy levels are certainly a lot better. I can actually get up and not have any of that fogginess. The only thing I've noticed is that I sleep harder. My only other complaint about my sleep at this point is that I still just be waking up through the night, and that sucks.
Do you feel like you can get the same amount of stuff done without caffeine?
There are many different forms of finding energy. Obviously, it's best if you can find natural forms of energy. We're suffering from a case of extreme old.
What inspired you to go caffeine-free in 2024?
I have a family history of heart problems, and so I just figured might as well get started right now.
With the symptoms you did have, what did you do to help with that?
The one and only thing that I could do was just every time I felt like I needed some caffeine was just go drink more water. It was a very evil trick to play on myself.
Any withdrawals or symptoms so far?
Anymore? No. Like how I mentioned the cravings before, that's kind of my biggest problem, was dealing with that. My mom is the one who by far had it the worst. She had headaches all the way up until day 20. And for her to be dealing with that all that time, I think she's a real trooper for that. Give her a big round of applause for that one.
Is this challenge as hard as you thought it'd be?
I would say that it's probably right on target. I really didn't expect it to be crazy, because it is just going without more or less certain kinds of drinks in a day. But also, caffeine is still a drug. You still be feeling that, you can't completely ignore it, But if you just remind yourself that you can pretty much overcome anything if you just put your mind to it, you can and you will.
Aside from drinking water, is there any tricks that you did to get yourself to feel more energetic?
Other than making sure I was drinking my personal standard of at least 64 ounces of water a day, I was doing a little bit of just routine exercise in the morning, making sure I got all my stretches in, and I honestly think that helped out a lot.
If you could share any words of inspiration, any advice to anybody who probably has something that they know they probably need to work on, they need to do, and for whatever reason it's just kind of hard, whether it's quitting something like caffeine or maybe even not caffeine, like some people have alcohol dependencies, or just anything in general, working out and whatnot. What would you say to them?
I would say to just try to take the smallest step that you can. This caffeine was, in a way, like as much as 30 days was a huge deal, this was one of my small steps to getting on track. Because caffeine is not my only problem. Clearly caffeine isn't my only problem. There's some bad sugar in there that I know I need to deal with, and some other things like that. And if you're really out there struggling and you just don't know what to do, just take one step and then take one more, and then take one more after that, and just keep going as much as you can. Ask for support when you can. You know, you got your buddies out there that are going to look out for you. But at the end of the day, as much as it is nice to have those support groups out there, it is still on you to put those steps forward. You have to take each step forward.
Remember, whether you're tackling a challenge of your own or just along for the ride, never underestimate the power of determination and the support of those around you. And to those of you who made it to the end, thank you so much for sticking around. This year is going to be a big one for us, and if you want to be a part of that, leave a like, subscribe, hit that bell, and I'll see you next time.